Nicola McLean is married to a footballer who is now a coach, Tom Williams, and joins us now. Very good morning to you.
Thanks for having me.
What's going on?
Well, this is, what's it like? How much do you trust everybody else around you?
I mean, I was never in sort of Colleen or Rebecca's situation, you know, but I really enjoyed being a WAG. I love football, so I really enjoyed it. And I'm a trustworthy person and I had fun doing it, I'm not going to lie. I moved 13 times, in 7 years, so that was tricky, but I enjoyed that as well.
Is the selling of little tips WAGs?
I think it's common practice among the industry. I think everyone would be lying.
What, you mean the celebrity industry?
Yeah. I really do think that it's that so many people do it. The hypocrisy online of people that I know that sell stories
and then complain about the paparazzi
and then are complaining about, you know, this case and calling it silly. And you know, I know you've sold.
These stories were really trivial bits and bobs. There was nothing really kind of
that, in my opinion, do sell stories. I'm not saying they have on this, but, you know, they have before, I know.
Well, just putting this around you, I mean, you say that you know that this goes on a lot.
Oh, maybe it does, but I think that, you know, it does happen. You know, I can sit here and honestly tell you I know it happens. So, you know, but I understand why people would be...
But doesn't it make you look around you and wonder if something that you've said...
I mean, what I would say is that I have an Instagram. I don't have Twitter because I find it such a vile platform. So I've come off Twitter, but I have an Instagram. But anything I put on Instagram, even if I put it to private friends, I would expect people to talk about it. We all gossip.
Well, OK,
you know...
If that's the reality, then, stake in suing for libel on something like this?
Colleen, or why Rebecca really wants to clear her name.
I wonder if that's because there's a... I mean, you said
yeah,
a
of
WAG.
course, yeah.
So there's clearly a hierarchy,
yeah.
and what many of the newspapers are saying is that this is actually what this is about, is who's the queen of the WAGs? Is it Rebecca or is it Colleen? Do you think that there's basically...
I would say that Colleen wanted to put an end to what was happening and struggle. I've never heard of a power struggle between the two of them. I'd really hope there wasn't, but I could really understand if there was one.
And how important...
I mean, it shouldn't matter because there's such bigger problems going on with this case, you know, with people that are involved in this case that shouldn't be involved in this case. But I'm enjoying watching Rebecca's outfits. I think she's nailing it. We all know that Rebecca and I are friends. We all know I am, but, you know, I have no problem with Colleen. Wayne's one of our best footballers ever. I'm a huge football fan, but I am liking Rebecca's outfits more.
That aside, then, do you think reputations have been quite shredded by this?
I think they've both lost, and I think that they've both... I mean, I've seen how, and as I say, I'm not here to just be solely Team Becky, but I've seen what happened when Colleen put that statement out to her, and I've seen how much she struggled mentally. She thought she was going to lose the baby at one point. I mean, I think that that's you know, that part of her pregnancy and the newborn stage she lost. So she's lost already, hasn't she? And Colleen's lost because she doesn't want her marriage dragged up again. Who does? No, none of us do. So they're already losing, but I really understand why they want the truth.
I think that finally... you know, you'd hope that there was a sort of sisterhood. This is not going to get better for anybody. You know, we know how stressful.
They both feel like they did, and they both feel like they couldn't get there. So, as I say, you know, I feel like it's really sexist the way we keep on saying it's a silly case, and, you know, both women pay their taxes, both husbands pay their taxes, they deserve to have it. Well, you know, if they can afford it, I couldn't afford that.
But you say you know them, you say they can, you say that that's a drop in the ocean.
We all know that they can afford it, you know, we know how much footballers get paid, don't we? So, you know, and I've never had a problem with how much footballers get paid because I see the dedication that goes into it, and I'm a big football fan. So, you know, if Wayne and Jamie are happy to pay these sort of costs to clear their wives' names, good for them.
All right.
Well, all right, the case continues. Nicola McLean, thanks.